Yeah, so I've, as you know, had a lot of experience, with that kind of off season of, hey, we all got to learn something new. And so one thing that I've done, from OTAs to training camp to now is, just trying to get those extra reps. One of the things I always dive in mentally and study it and learn it and that kind of stuff, but, getting those reps. So I would come out to practice early and run through the practice, 2 times. I'd run through it with my coaches, and then we'd stretch, and then we'd actually have the practice. And I just felt like getting those extra reps has helped me mentally get ready to play faster, not just to know it, but to be able to play with it.
It's only preseason. Was that 95-yard drive? Was that just encouraging for you guys to be able to sort of put things together?
Yeah, I think it feels good for the coaches too, for us to execute, we had a couple explosives in there, some fourth down, young players, different guys playing different spots, but it's always hard to in the preseason because you're just calling like the basic stuff. No one wants to show anything, but still like the competitor, and you still want to go out there and compete and and make something happen. And so being able to go down and get a touchdown, punch it in, it definitely was like kind of like a monkey off the back, like kind of like a relief, like all right, we can score, so it definitely felt nice to do that.
What do you think was so effective about the run game, especially on that drive? What was working well for you guys?
It's hard to say without me seeing it because I'm booting away and not watching them. But I felt like it started at the line of scrimmage, to get the runner started. I felt like every time I was finished my boot and I would look, he was into the second level untouched, and that right there is great job. That comes down to communication. Guys will get beat every now and then. That's the NFL, but whenever you see guys getting into the second level full speed like that, that's good communication and guys doing the right thing. So that's just what I could notice from my viewpoint.
I mean, I think, like you said a few weeks ago, that the run game was your favorite part of this offense. I mean, is that just to see it kind of crystallize and come? Is that kind of like an example of what you were talking about?
Absolutely. Like everything is going to be off the run game, because then it opens up the play actions, all the different stuff, the bootlegs, everything. And so, for us to, do what we want to do, that's what it starts with. And so to see that come together, and that's the real cool thing about the preseason too, is like that's the time to get those live reps of the run game, because you can't cut guys. You're not really taking your guys to the ground in practice and stuff like that. So this is full tilt, real runs, and I'm sure it made the offensive line, the backs, and the tight ends feel good about what they were doing.
You gonna dial up Major League for the flight home? Or?
Yeah, for the 2 young quarterbacks. Isn't that y'all heard about that? Both of them never seen Major League. Me and Janoko making Major League references, and they're like, "Yeah, I have no idea." I'm like, that's. And one of them hasn't seen Remember the Titans, but that's a whole nother story. But
that one's even more surprising.
It's a football movie, and it's recent,
Jamal was just saying how eager he is to get home. Are you, after almost a month out here, are you ready to get?
I am. I'm ready to get back home. Yeah, I miss New Orleans, and I miss being at home. I miss my wife, miss my kids. So I can't wait. Can't wait to get back home and see them. Even though they start school, so I'll get home and I won't even see them till about 3. But it'll still be nice to be able to sleep in your own bed again. Have your own routine again. But for sure, my family's always around, so I do miss them.
Where do you feel like the timing is for just you and some of your receivers now after a few weeks, and particularly like in the games themselves? Just how does it?
I think it's good. Yeah, I think I tried my best. I was really stressing too, like throwing them on time. Not taking a second hitch or anything like that. I was really trying my best to throw those things on time, because this is the time you don't want to mess up, but it's okay to mess up. When it's the preseason, and so I was trying to throw them on time, and we had one. He almost made the play, but that's a trust throw versus press, and to get that live rep, that's real football. And so I feel very confident, with where those guys are, and as our guys continue to get healthy and adding everybody into the mix, I feel confident with those guys for sure.